Okay, so let's start with part 1. Hi, Avi. Okay, I'll not say Avi. I'll just say, can you please tell me your name?
My name is Avikaran Singh.
Okay, and how can I call you?
You may call me Avikaran.
Okay. Avi, do you study or you work?
I have recently passed my 12th class and now I was taking coaching of IELTS. IELTS.
IELTS तो बिल्कुल मत बोलना, एग्जामिनर वहीं से बाहर भेज देगा.
I
ठीक
have
है,
recently
use only IELTS.
I have
Did my higher secondary, do not say plus 2. Plus 2, what kind of jobs do people do in your hometown?
mostly 60% of the people do agriculture work and rest are some are engineers and also some are doctors.
Okay. Is it a good place for tourists to come?
Yes, I think it is a good place because lots there are lots of monuments like we have a very old Gurdwara in our village with with where lots of people came to see it.
Okay. First of all, कोई भी क्वेश्चन का आंसर सिर्फ आप ऐसे नहीं दोगे yes, no. ठीक है. अगर आपका आंसर yes है, so you will say, oh yes, most of the visitors come over here. तो आपने ना इंटरव्यू की तरह नहीं लेना उसको. Add some natural effects. अगर आपसे कोई क्वेश्चन हिंदी में पूछे या आपसे पंजाबी में पूछे, आप खुश होके बताओगे ना, yes यार मेरी जगह तो बहुत अच्छी है. So similarly, when you are saying, when someone asking you, do tourists come to your hometown? Oh yes, we have a lot of tourists that come in our hometown because there are many visiting places. For example, we have the oldest Gurudwara.
Okay, ma'am. Go for dinner. Yeah.
Okay. What would be the perfect weekend for you?
The perfect weekend for me is that when my whole family will together go to some visit where we can talk and enjoy. Like we can go for a picnic, any for any beautiful place where all where we can talk. Yeah.
Okay. अब ये क्वेश्चन अच्छा था कि नहीं था? अगर कोई मेरे से पूछे या तुम्हारे लिए परफेक्ट हॉलिडे क्या होगा, विल यू बी यू फील गुड व्हेन यू वांट टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन. अगर कोई आपकी लैंग्वेज में पूछे कि यार तुम्हारे लिए परफेक्ट हॉलिडे क्या है, तो आई विल बी हैप्पी टू एक्सप्लेन दैट. एम आई करेक्ट और नो?
Yes, ma'am.
सो इफ यू गेट सर्टेन क्वेश्चंस जिसमें आप अच्छे से ड्रामेटिक हो सकते हो या एक्सप्रेशंस दे सकते हो, यू कैन से ओ दैट्स अ लवली क्वेश्चन. फॉर मी, सो पहले एक फ्रेज यूज करा, ओ दैट्स अ लवली क्वेश्चन. For me, a perfect weekend would be to spend a quality time with my family and going for some picnic. So try
Okay,
to
ma'am.
use those beginnings. सिर्फ ये नहीं कि मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा आपने आंसर दिया, क्वेश्चन पूछा आंसर दिया. कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा सा ड्रामेटिक होना है. You can start now. Okay, Avi, your 1 minute is over now.
Okay.
Okay, so please start now.
Yes. Well, I watched lots of TV series and movies, but I remember one of my favorite TV show was Shaktiman. As when I was child, I usually watch that show, and I remember that Shaktiman was the hero of the town. He usually fights and he usually fights and fight with the trouble that happens in the town. And one times I remember that Shaktiman, one child was the best moment was that one child was had a serious accident, and Shaktiman immediately came and hospitalized him, and he saved his life. And also, the show was very extraordinary, as it tell us that whenever we are in trouble, we should help others. And also, the important part of that show was it. Yes, the show come day and evening, but I watched that only in evening, as in morning I was at home. But I was always eager to, as it was my favorite show, and I was very much impressed by this show. When sometimes in my child, I asked my father to me that same costume which Shaktiman wears, as it was a very it was very beautiful. Yes.
Okay. So first thing, क्वेश्चन का आपने क्या करा अभी, यू वर स्टिल लेफ्ट विद 30 seconds एक्चुअली, यू स्पोक फॉर 1 minute 30 seconds and you were still, Chaitanya, you need to keep yourself on mute and close because we still have 5 minutes to go. Okay, Chaitanya, so I'll just stop your video. Okay, so Avi, what we need to do is, अगर हमने अपने आंसर को इलेबोरेट करना है तो आप उसमें कुछ डिटेल्स डालो, जैसे आपने शक्तिमान बोला, आई यूज्ड टू वॉच शक्तिमान, so now you can say, I remember that there are various programs that I used to watch in my childhood, but one of the program that I really remember now is Shaktiman. Okay, and then when you watch
Okay.
it, so you can say childhood, I remember I had seen this program for regular 1 year or 2 years. So पूरा ड्यूरेशन आपने एक्सप्लेन करा, अब ये नहीं एक्सप्लेन करा हु इज इन इट, कैरेक्टर्स,
Okay.
कैरेक्ट ओके, कैरेक्टर्स नहीं कंप्लीट, अगर आपको उन कैरेक्टर्स का नाम नहीं पता तो उसको छोड़ दो, ट्राई टू रिलेट टू समथिंग जिसके बारे में आप इजीली बता सकते हो और ज्यादा बता सकते हो, कोई एक ऐसी मूवी जिसके बारे में आप इजीली बता सकते हो, है कोई ऐसी मूवी आती है माइंड में? इतना टाइम नहीं लेना, इमीडिएट
Yes. मूवी तो आने दी कोई?
नहीं आ रही कोई माइंड में?
नो.
कोई भी टेलीविजन प्रोग्राम अगर आप नहीं देखते बट यू नो कि ऐसा एक प्रोग्राम है जिसके बारे में मैं ज्यादा बोल सकता हूँ,
सोचा मैं 2 मिनट. स्टार्ट करें.
ओके अभी सोचा कुछ?
Yes.
ओके आई विल गिव यू 2 minutes अगेन, स्टार्ट नाउ.
Well, I usually watch many TV shows and web series, as I am a person who loves these types of things. And I remember that recently I have watched a movie named PK. It was very beautiful movie and conveys a very extraordinary message to us. The hero of the movie was Amir Khan, and also Anushka was the main actress.
First of all, the uh, planning, or first of all the format of your speaking, and then we'll start with the speaking.
Okay, ma'am.
Can you see over here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this, the first section over here, let me just, okay, this is your section 1. You are asked certain questions which is about your day-to-day life. Okay, these questions are about your day-to-day life, something like, you know, your family, your neighbors, your friends, your school, and these questions should not be answered in too much of detail. That is the main thing. Most of the students, as they start with their speaking, they will start speaking long, 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 long. No, this is just a warm up for you. So please do not go in detail and try to limit yourself to 3 to 4 sentences only. One thing that you should always remember, if there is any question that is asking about some you know, information from you, or your likes or dislikes, or what do, you have to always give reason to that. They are
Okay,
not
fine.
asking for the reason, but you have to still give the reason. And that's how you will cover 3 to 4 sentences. I'll just give you one example. Let's look at this question. What sort of things do you do to keep healthy? So you can start. I actually do a lot of things, or there are various things that I always take care of so that I'm always healthy. अब आपने बोला there are various things. Now you have to give the things also. Example, I wake up early in the morning and go for a walk, and I always ensure that I only take junk food once in a month, not that every weekend I will be eating junk food. The cue card, I want camera to be on at that time. I need to see the expressions. But before you start planning, I want to tell you, Komal, one thing.
Yes,
Please
ma'am.
remember that whenever you prepare on the cue card, you will somewhere mention a bit about the past, maybe which book you read. Okay, you wanted. So past आ गया, and then
Yes.
थोड़ा फ्यूचर में आ जाएगा, why you would like to meet this writer. तो अब like जो लास्ट क्वेश्चन है, why you would like to meet this writer, तो वो आपका फ्यूचर हो गया. So try to move around past tense, present tense and future tense. Okay.
Ma'am, but I don't remember at the time any writer.
Exactly, very good. अब देखो याद नहीं है ना, मैंने I told to one of the student कि आपको अपने लाइफ से रिलेट कर सकते हो तो वेरी गुड, नहीं कर सकते तो just imagine, just think of any book, maybe this book you read in your 12th class, कोई भी maths की reference book, and you know, like if you know, I remember we read R.D. Sharma. I don't know whether in Punjab.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just say that you know the book is so marvelous and there are many logics that has been cleared. I want to meet this writer. You have to create on your own ideas who the writer is, R.D. Sharma, and maybe any other book that you like, and you say, I want to meet this writer. It is not just I have read this book. I have seen generations reading this book. And what do you know about this writer already? So just imagine, just say that he's a man of like I think 50, 60 years, and he has a family in which he has 2 daughters. अपने तरफ से create करो. आपके पास सिर्फ content होना चाहिए. वो ये नहीं check कर रहे कि आप सही बोल रहे हो कि गलत बोल रहे हो. Are you clear, Komal?
Yes, ma'am.
Now your 1 minute starts. Start preparing. Yes, Komal.
Clear, ma'am.
Clear.
There are numerous writers, and everyone wrote their own biographies, autobiographies, bibliography, different sorts of book they write. But today I'm going to talk about a writer. He's a C.K. Luthra, and he totally write books which are related to our art, as I am very much fond of art, and I also choose subject in my 12th grade fine arts. He's 53 years old and he has one daughter. He's very cooperative and he always donate to the orphanages and always help the people who are needy. He's very well mannered also, and he always very cooperate with the society, and he's a sociable person also. His one book, Panoramic Indian Paintings, was my favorite book because in this book there are different type of arts he has described, like Rajasthani art, modern art, and graphic art, sculptures, scripts, different sorts of things are over there. And I got a great knowledge from that book, and it also helps to enhance my knowledge. It was a great book in my opinion. Not I don't think that not only me like this book, there are many students in my class as well who like that book very much, and I would definitely like to meet this writer in the future, because I think I will gain different kind of knowledge and experience as well, as I want to carry out my profession as an artist. So he would be very best person for me to give me good kind of this experience what I should do in my career. And he's a good professional and he will train me professionally as well, as I also heard that he's a very good man, and he always